I was never the kind of guy who believed in second chances, not in life, not in love, and certainly not in art. After my wife passed away 2 years ago, I stopped painting, stopped living. My world turned into a grayscale version of itself, predictable, cold, and painfully quiet. That morning, I found myself wandering through the downtown art fair, not because I cared, but because my therapist said I should reconnect with beauty. Whatever that meant. I was halfway through my coffee, ready to leave, when I saw her. She was standing behind a small booth at the far end, surrounded by paintings so vibrant they almost hummed with life. The colors were different. Not professional, not polished, but honest. There was warmth in every brushstroke, as if each canvas carried a heartbeat. I stopped in front of one painting. It was a portrait of an elderly man, sitting on a porch, laughing with a child who looked nothing like him. The light, the wrinkles, the joy, it was too real. I stared longer than I should have. That's when she noticed me. Our eyes met, and instead of the awkward silence I expected, she smiled, a soft, knowing smile. "You like that one?" she asked. Her voice was gentle but confident. Yeah, I muttered, clearing my throat. "There's something alive about it." She tilted her head, studying me for a moment, then said something that froze me in place. "Want to see the private ones?" I blinked. "The what?" "The ones I don't display," she said, grinning. "They're in the back. Only people who really look get to see them." I hesitated, part curiosity, part confusion, but she'd already stepped behind the curtain, motioning for me to follow. Inside, there were only 5 paintings, but they felt like windows into someone's soul. One showed a mother holding a child beneath a flickering streetlight. Another depicted a man sitting alone at a diner, a cup of coffee untouched before him. Every piece carried pain and tenderness in equal measure. But the last one, that one stopped my heart. It was of a hospital room. A woman lay in bed, frail but smiling, her hand resting on that of a man beside her. His eyes were red, his shoulders tense, and yet there was love painted into every detail. The light around them was soft, golden, as if the world itself refused to let her go. I whispered. "That's my wife." The artist's eyes widened. "Your wife?" I nodded, staring at the canvas. It was her, the way she looked the day before she passed, her hand in mine. Even the faint floral pattern on her hospital gown was right. "I took this picture," I said, my voice trembling. "But it was private. I never posted it." How did you?" She looked away for a moment, then exhaled softly. "I volunteered at St. Anne's. Your wife, she talked about you a lot. Said you used to paint together. She showed me that photo. Said it was her favorite memory." My throat tightened. "You knew her?" "She was my favorite patient," the woman said quietly. "She told me that if I ever met you, I should remind you of something." I couldn't breathe. "What?" she said. "Tell him I never stopped watching his sunsets. Even from here." Tears blurred my vision. I hadn't painted a sunset since the day she died. The artist smiled softly. "I think she wanted you to start again." I stood there for what felt like forever, unable to speak. Outside, the world carried on, people laughing, music playing, but for the first time in years, I felt color returning. When I finally left, she handed me a small wrapped canvas. "A gift," she said. "It's not one of the private ones, but it might help you find your way back." That night, in my empty apartment, I unwrapped it. It was a painting of a sunrise, brilliant and bursting with light. In the corner, faint but unmistakable, was a silhouette of a woman watching it. My brush hadn't touched paint in years, but the next morning, I found myself standing before a blank canvas, for the first time, not afraid of the color.